What's going on, people? They released another little batch of Hearthstone cards, so let's look at them. Gonna look at them from what I think are the worst to the best. And there aren't that many this time, so start. First one we're gonna look at here is the 5 mana 5/5 Sea Forum Bomber Battle Cry. Shuffle a bomb into your opponent's deck. When drawn, it explodes for 5 damage. Think this card's too expensive for what it does. 5 mana for a 5/5. I'm not interested in that. Shuffling a bomb into my opponent's deck. Who knows when that will ever be drawn, or if it will be drawn, it might not matter. And if the game's lasting a while, 5 damage is probably not even important at that point in time. So this card is, in my opinion, the worst of the bunch. Next we got this 2 mana 2/2 Demon Void Analysis. Death Rattle, give all demons in your hand +1/+1. I know Demon Lock kinda, I mean you can build a deck that way, but it's not a good deck. It hasn't been a good deck. This isn't gonna make it a good deck. If it was a 2/3, yeah, I guess you could say it's a decent card, but it's only a 2/2, and 2/2 for 2 isn't good enough. The demons in Warlock, they're not great. I mean, some of them are, but most of them aren't, and you're not gonna make a deck full of this for this one card. And yeah, and it's a Death Rattle. Couldn't even be a Battle Cry. I don't think this card's gonna see any play. Next, we got a legendary. This is a Shaman legendary spell, 7 mana. Transform your minions into random legendary minions. Kind of like, it's like a better evolve, I guess, but even then, you could get really bad legendaries that are lower mana cost, and because of that, I'm ranking it kind of low. I don't think you want to pay 7 mana to transform your minions into random legendaries. Yeah, you might get a good one, but you also could get some bad ones, and at turn 7, I would hope you have better things to be doing. Like Bloodlust. Next, we got Dr. Morgan. 8 mana 5/5. This is a Warlock legendary. Death Rattle. Swap this with a minion from your deck. I don't think you want to do this. It's 8 mana for a 5/5. That's not good. You have to wait for it to Death Rattle and then hope that it swaps with a good minion that you can take advantage of this with. I don't think this card's any good. It might be worse than the last card, honestly. You can try to get combos with this, like you could have this in your deck with like Malagos, and that be the only minion in your deck, and you're trying to like 8 mana, and then if they kill this, your Malagos comes out, and then they have to hope they have an answer for that. Or like they pass their turn and then you kill your own Morgan off, either by trading or sacking it, and then you get a Malagos. I mean, like, that's good, but I don't know. I don't think this card's gonna see that much play. If that combo comes out, I already mentioned it, so I mean, if you can make a deck like that, it'll be up higher ranked, obviously, but I don't know. Next, we got E.M.P. Operative. 5 mana 3/3 Battlecry, Destroy a Mech. Mechs are gonna be, I think, in almost every deck. And this is a 3 mana kill a creature. That's pretty nice. Or like it's a 3/3 kill a creature. That's pretty nice. 5 mana. So what would you want to spend for a 3/3? Well, 2 mana 2/3 is pretty good. So it's like 2.5 mana for this 3/3 that you'd want to spend. So then what? You're spending like a mana and a half on a kill spell. I don't know, it's pretty good. I kind of have it ranked down here, even though like Destroy Mech is good. The problem is all those mechs pretty much have Death Rattle or they're doing something, so I don't know if this card's gonna see play. It would be way better if it said Silence a Mech, Destroy a Mech. Anyways, next card we got here. 6 mana 3/3 Meteorologist. This is a mage card. Battle Cry. For each card in your hand, deal 1 damage to a random enemy. I think this card's pretty good. I think it's going to be in Big Spell Mage for sure. This is a way for them to clear a minion on the board while putting on something to kill them with. It's one of the things with slow mages, it's extremely slow. They don't have anything in their deck that puts any pressure on. This is only a 3/3, but it's a removal spell with a body, and I think that's gonna be pretty nice for a big spell mage. Next we got Omega Mind. This is a shaman card. 2 mana 2/3 Battle Cry. If you have 10 mana crystals, your spells have lifesteal. I think this is pretty nice for any slow shaman deck. It's a decent body in the beginning of the game, so you can play it and not feel bad about it. But at the end of the game, when you need to be board clearing or just anything with spells, they become all healing spells, and that's pretty freaking good. So I think you can find a spot in your deck for this. Next we have a Paladin spell here. 4 mana. Draw a minion and a spell from your deck, swap their costs. When I first saw this, I was thinking of how awesome it would be in Mage, but in Paladin, the spells you want to play and the minions you want to play, their costs, they're not that much difference. If you want to play, what's that 2 mana spell that makes everybody have 1 life? I mean, you can do that, and then you can have like a 6 mana minion or something. I don't know, but it's still draw 2 for 4, and that's pretty good. So I have it ranked up here pretty high. I'm sure you can find something you want to do with it. The only problem is like the minions that you want to play are vastly different, and so are the spells, and because of that, you're not really gaining anything because it's kind of random. You're not gonna always want to swap those, but just something you're gonna deal with because you're drawing 2 for 1. Next we have Mage Legendary, Luna Pocket Galaxy. Change the cost of your minions in your deck to 1. This card, when I first saw it, I was like, this is pretty much a win more card. What are you going to need this for? Because by the time you can cast it, you can already cast your minions. But, if you guys remember, there was a long time where Mage was playing Archmage Antonidas. And if the Archmage is in your deck still when you cast this, you can just play Archmage and kill your opponent without any of that other setup. Are you going to build a whole deck around just this and take out Sorceress Apprentices for that? Problem is, if you draw Archmage, you're screwed. So, I don't think so, but you might be able to find a build where this plus that could be very interesting. If anything, it allows you to play some very big minions and be able to play them in the same turn that you clear your opponent's board, which is in and of itself extremely powerful. This card is very strong. I wouldn't be surprised if it sees play in every mage deck. Last but not least, Galvanizer. 2 mana 1/2. Mech Battlecry. Reduce the cost of mechs in your hand by 1. Now when I first saw this, I thought it was a static ability that just reduced mech's cost by 1 while it's in the field. But because it's a Battlecry, it's extremely powerful with Shadow Step and a lot of the rogue bounce spells. So if you're playing a rogue deck with mechs in them, this card's insane. it might single-handedly allow Rogue to dominate with a mechs. You can do some crazy, crazy, crazy things. Reducing the cost of things in any card game is broken. This card allows you to break the game. And while I'm not sure what you can do with it right now, besides like lowering the cost of that legendary, or lowering the cost of, well, you won't need to do that. But I'm sure you can figure out some cool stuff to do with this in Rogue, and either way, lowering cost by 1. This card's probably going to see play in every mech deck, although it's only a 1-2 mech, so that hurts it quite a bit. That's the last card. I'm not sure exactly if this card or Luna's Pocket Galaxy should be ranked number 1 in this batch, but pretty sure you can't go wrong with either of these. And Galvanizer will be can be seen in multiple decks, and Lunas can only be seen in Mage, so that's why I have it ranked like that. See you later.